all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we're going to take a look at the 1969D Lincoln Memorial Cent, or the 1969D Lincoln Penny. And we have it kind of propped up like this for a specific reason, and that is because right down here at the very bottom, there are some initials. There's a V, a D, and a B right above the top of my pen. Victor David Brenner. Victor David Brenner first designed and engraved this coin in 1909. So the initial Lincoln penny image started on these coins in 1909. There was 1 year where there were no initials, and then there are reports that there are some 1969 coins without initials on them. And that would be very, very cool. Now, some of the one report I got was for a San Francisco coin, so it wouldn't be this coin. Now, how can you tell where this coin came from? Well, at the top it says "In God We Trust." It says "Liberty behind President Lincoln," and then down here it says 1969. These very stylized nines and sixes, and a D. And D means the Denver Mint. In 1969, the Denver Mint made 4 billion of these coins. And there are a number of error sets known for the Denver Mint, and one of them is what they call the kind of floating roof error, where the lines on this top roof were not connected to the bottom roof. And if we look at this closely, we see that there clearly are connected lines there. So this is not the floating roof, but it's kind of worn there, but you can tell that it actually does attach. If you don't see these attachment lines, then you may have this floating roof version. The other thing you can see is Lincoln way down here inside the Lincoln monument, and he's actually sitting in there. The big statue that's there in the middle, that you can see it a little bit better. There we go. That's a beautiful portrait of the statue. We see these urns here in the steps. There are some different steps versions for this coin also, or stairs as they call them. Missing stairs or floating stairs, or there are some mix-ups in the stairs. And of course, if you have 4 billion coins, you're going to get that. Are there any really valuable 1969 cents? Yeah, the most valuable ones are going to be S cents without the initials, and some other S cents without the roof attached, or the floating roof. Now, why am I saying an S cent? That's because that's from the San Francisco Mint. The Denver Mint has a D. The Philadelphia Mint has no letter at all in 1969. And the San Francisco Mint actually produced general circulation coins from 1968 until 1974. So you might be able to find a 1969S, but it's not going to be a proof coin. Now, all the modern San Francisco or S Mint coins are proof coins, or almost all the pennies are proof coins. So you won't find an S on a penny after 1974 that isn't a proof coin. But in 1969, they did have S mints, and they had those through 1974. And what does the S mint look like on a regular circulation coin? It looks like this. This is actually a nice one, and we kept it because it's almost like a figure 8. And here's a 72. And we did videos on both the 69 and the 72S, and you can clearly see that S much better in this S and this S. So that's what the San Francisco Mint general circulation coins look like. Now, did they make a proof coin? Yes, they did. They made a S Mint proof coin, not in general circulation, and they made 2.9 million of those. On the S regulars, they made 544 million. On the S proof coins, they made 2.9 million. So between the San Francisco Mint, the Denver Mint, and the Philadelphia Mint, they made 5.7 billion of these coins in 1969. So obviously that says something about how the economy was going, and some other things about the United States and how much money they needed in general circulation. It also says that a penny might have been worth something, or a 1 cent coin might have been worth something in 1969. So these are 1 cent coins. They're bronze, which means they're 95% copper. Often you hear these talked about as copper pennies, and they are copper, but they do have a zinc or tin mix with them. The designer, so Frank Gasparo actually designed the back of this coin, and that's the FG that you see down here. And there are some reports that maybe you might be able to get one without the FG on it. I have not seen that coin. But way down here in the corner, you can see an FG here. And so always look for the initials here. And if you have enough magnification, look for the initials of Victor David Brenner right here, the VDB. And then look for this one. Look for whether the roof is floating. And if you're lucky enough to get a proof coin, you already have value to it. And it'll be an S, but it'll be a very shiny, kind of beautiful looking coin, and it'll probably still be in some kind of plastic or wrapper. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.